You know, many of you will know that I'm a big fan of Falcon pipes. I've smoked them for a great many years. I've always loved Falcons. As long as they kept clean, you know, cleaned after every smoke, not to allow any gunk to build up because of the humidity dome at the bottom here, which collects all the moisture from the smoke, giving you a dry smoke. It can, over time, if you don't clean it properly, it can gather a lot of gunk then it does in part and ruin a smoke. I mean, they're easy to clean. You just pop up the bowl, get a tissue, maybe moisten it with a little bit of alcohol or whatever, and rub it through. So it's easy to do. But I've come to the conclusion that vintage Falcon bowls are far superior to the modern bowls. I don't know if it's only me who's been having a problem over the last couple of years with Falcon bowls, in that they don't lock when you twist and thread them. A lot of people say the problem is with the rubber gasket underneath the bowl, and I have found that by taking the gasket off, they will lock then in some occasions. But then that presents a problem of its own, because then it's not an airtight seal. So this is a modern Falcon stem, it's not a flashy one, it's a standard stem, but it's only a few years old. But this bowl here, I purchased a Falcon pipe on eBay, which I knew wasn't smokable because the main stem here had snapped. But it was in a batch of pipes, and I just wanted it to cannibalize the bowl, to take the old bowl off, the vintage bowl. And this apple bowl here, probably from the 70s, is a far superior bowl in thread quality to what the modern Falcons are providing. Now, I don't want to be negative about any pipe brand, but I really think there is an issue with modern Falcons. Let me just show you something here. Okay, now this is a lovely Falcon pipe, a shillelagh. And the bowl as well is modern. I bought this pipe perhaps 5-6 months ago, and I purchased the bowl with it. Now, untwisted. It's a lovely looking sandblasted rustic type bowl, and the Falcon stem is also quite attractive, blue twisty. But watch this now. It won't do it now, it's sod's lost. You put it on, and it'll constantly keep twisting. It doesn't lock. Whereas this old one, pop it off. Now, I've popped this off when it's hot. Shouldn't really do that, but it's a perfect chance to show you what I meant about the moisture gathering underneath there. So I'll rub that out. That's how easy it is to clean these Falcons. Now, I'm putting this bowl back on, this old bowl. Now, it's a modern Falcon stem. There we are, it locks. Won't go any further. Whereas this one will constantly keep turning. Here's another Falcon, another modern Falcon, lovely Falcon that, and another modern bowl. Again, I get the same problem. Just won't lock. Oh, that one's locked now. That one is locked. But I have on occasions had problems with that one twisting. So let's take that off there. Put this one that doesn't lock onto this pipe. And as you can see there, it's totally twisted. Now this one that locked on that stem, it doesn't lock anymore. There is something fundamentally wrong with the engineering of modern Falcon pipe bowls. I truly believe that, which is why I wanted to do that video. You know, now I don't really like being negative about anything at the Tainted Tavern. If you go through the entire playlist of the Tainted Tavern, you will find very few examples where I am negative about something. Because I'm painfully aware that no matter what I'm talking about, whether it's a book, whether it's a film, whether it's an album, whether it's a pipe, certain type of pipe, or a certain type of pipe tobacco, or a whiskey, or a beer, just because I don't like it doesn't mean other people won't like it. We're all, taste in anything is very subjective. But the issue that I'm talking about today, I feel this is important to address that, because I have long been a champion of the Falcon pipe system. I still feel that the Falcon system is one of the greatest innovations there has ever been in pipe smoking. and I have smoked Falcon pipes on and off for a great many years. But for instance, here's another Falcon now. This is a relatively modern Falcon. It's got the bent stem there. It's got a lovely two-tone colour, blue in the centre, red on the outside. And this one has a carbon fibre bowl. So it's a standard briar bowl, but it's coated in carbon fibre. It's a beautiful bowl. Now this one, I can unscrew it and it locks. That's not a problem. Again, with this one, it's a meerschaum. I can unscrew and I can lock. Not a problem. It's just these standard Falcon bowls. Sometimes they just keep twisting. Now, like this is a perfect example. The Falcon bowl here just won't lock. And sometimes it's so flimsy that you bang it and they'll just fall off. Now, I don't know what's going on. Maybe Falcon these days are outsourcing the production of their bowls, and maybe it's just a certain run of bowls, but I've had this with several bowls over the last, I would say the last year or so. Now, I've told the story before how I gave up pipe smoking several years back because I was a chronic cigarette smoker. And I was worried about smoking a pipe. I didn't intend to give up a pipe, but I was worried about smoking a pipe would lead me back down the road to cigarettes. That was something I didn't want. So I gave a lot of my pipes away, and I really regret that now. I've said that several times. But some of the pipes I gave away were my Falcons. Stupid thing to do. I wish I'd never done that. So here's the Falcon I purchased off eBay that I was telling you about, that I purchased simply to cannibalize the old bowl. You can see, I could see this in the photograph. It was really cheap. It was beyond repair. The central stem has snapped there. But what I did, I bought it, pulled out the bit, took off the bowl. Bowl is fine. That's just collateral damage, so to speak. But as I say, this old Falcon bowl will lock every single time. So something is definitely wrong with the current production of Falcon bowls, and they really need to sort it out. Because, okay, pipe smoking is not as widespread as it once was. It's something of a niche now, but there are new pipe smokers come in every day. And they discover in pipes and things from channels such as the Tainted Tavern and the other wonderful channels in the YouTube pipe community. And it's natural for these new novice pipe smokers to be attracted to the Falcon pipes. Because although pure briar pipe enthusiasts will say these are ugly, I don't agree with that. I think these have a beauty all of their own, and they're so interesting. They're almost cyberpunkish in design. So Falcon really need to sort this out, because it's clearly a problem. These modern Falcon bowls, put them on, completely spins, same stem. I'm going to put an old vintage Falcon bowl on there and straight away get it in position. There we are, and it locks. Every time it locks. You can't turn that, it locks. So what I will probably do is buy a lot more vintage bowls, because as I say, I still believe there is nothing at all wrong with the Falcon system. What do you guys think about that? Now that bowl locks on there. Why shouldn't it lock on the other pipe? The old Falcon bowl, the vintage Falcon bowl, will go into this pipe and lock. Let's try this bowl on this pipe. It locks. It makes no kind of sense to me. Something is going on, and it really needs to be sorted. And I only wanted to make this quick video because I wanted to ask others if they're having this issue with Falcon pipes. And if so, have you removed the rubber gasket? And has that solved the problem? But then you could have another problem then, because it's stopping the air seal. Maybe it's just a lack of quality and engineering as time goes by. I hope not. Anyway, thanks for watching. So leave a comment about your own experience with Falcon pipes. Are modern bowls substandard to vintage bowls? Give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Please come back soon.